Hello Capricorn, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is your weekly tarot forecast. Please like, comment, and subscribe, especially if this reading resonates with you. And you may want to go check out the other videos that pertain to you for your sun, moon, or rising signs. I think that'll give you a much more dynamic picture of what is going on this week. Okay, now let's see what it is that Capricorn needs to know. What is the message for Capricorn? Well, we've got the Four of Swords. Let's put that into some context. We're going to lay out the rest of our Dove and Serpent spread. And that is going to include our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. We're going to leave that right over here. We're not going to reveal that until the very end, so stick around. And we're going to just see if that will tie the reading together or give us the confirmation that we're looking for, okay? So let's just straighten these cards out a little bit. Okay, there's, a good balance. There's a lot of court cards here today. So I think your week's going to involve some associations with other people. It's going to be focused maybe on those kinds of relationships. I think what is going on primarily is going to be this Four of Swords. I think this is there's some sort of agreement, commitment, contract, some maybe legally binding, some sort of bond, some sort of agreement or contract with somebody that is going to be the focus of your week. And it really is about trying to resolve whatever's going on with this contract, this agreement, this deeper commitment. Now, it could be a legal thing. It could be a business agreement, business contract, an employment relationship. It could be romantic. It could be a domestic situation too. There's a couple indications of that, possibly. But regardless of what realm of life it is, the main focus is this deeper commitment has some kind of conflict that needs resolving. There's some issue there still that hasn't quite been completed, taken care of, tied up, resolved. Okay? I think that's the primary focus of the week. Now, who is involved in this deeper commitment, this conflict, this issue that needs to be resolved? Well, we see a lot of court cards, like I said. The first court card that we see is this Princess of Swords. And I think, if I remember correctly, in some of your short daily readings, the Princess of Swords, I think she's shown up there a couple times. So it could be that this is a younger feminine energy air sign that you still have this kind of conflict with. And maybe that's just maybe that's the focus of this conflict, is with this younger feminine energy air sign. I think perhaps it is because I'm fairly certain that we saw her in some of your daily shorts. And if this is the energy that you're bringing into the reading today, like this is the issue that's still kind of lingering, I think that's what needs to be resolved. I think it is with this person. There's some issue, some conflict there that hasn't been sorted out yet. I think this is the week to focus on sorting that out. And that will be related in some way to this contract, agreement, deeper commitment, this bond, this illegal bond, whatever it is. Whatever that commitment or whatever that relationship is, I see it as a professional or legal kind of relationship. And I think it needs to be resolved this week. I think it's very important to resolve it. Now we see some other court cards here. In the immediate future, we go to a Princess of Discs. I don't think she's representing another person. I think this is representing the potential, if you solve this, if you resolve this conflict, and you get this thing sorted out, it's going to be prosperity, abundance, success for you. Okay? It's going to lead to a much more profitable situation in whatever realm it's in. It doesn't have to be business related. But solving this conflict, right, sorting out this issue with that air sign person is going to allow more success and abundance and wealth and prosperity and love and joy and everything that the Princess of Discs represents. Productivity, profit, success, nurturing love, support, security, abundance. So you're going to be really making room for more of this in your life by getting through this situation, by resolving this conflict, okay? You're going to be doing everything that you can to get this going, to bring more of this into your life, okay? Another court card that we see is this Queen of Wands. I wonder if this isn't like a fiery kind of authority figure in your life. Maybe in the workplace, or just, it could be a relative, maybe. It could be someone that's close to you. I feel like this is someone who is kind of older and has like this really authoritative vibe or energy about them. And it almost feels like they are kind of like just watching everything you do and just kind of judging your choices. I don't know if this is like, could be a maternal figure, you know, mom, mother-in-law. It could be an older sibling, an older aunt. I see it as like a feminine energy, but really dominant and older, and just kind of like a little more authoritative. Like they're just kind of watching and judging, and kind of with this look of scorn on their face. I'm envisioning just someone like just shaking their head and just like watching what you're doing and just not approving or something. I don't know if there's someone like that in your life, but for some reason they're featured prominently here. So I don't know if this is a factor that is preventing you from resolving this issue with this younger air sign. I don't know if this dominant person here is in some way influencing the situation, right? And it might be kind of what's getting in the way of you resolving this conflict a little bit. Okay. But I do see that conflict is on your mind. I think that with this Five of Swords down here in the bottom of the spread, just underneath the surface, is your frustration with this whole situation. Like you want to really just like lash out and tell this person how you really feel or what you really think, right? But you're professional. You know, you're a little bit more calm than that, right? You're holding yourself back. And that's what I'm feeling with this Five of Swords. But there's that impulse there, that tendency that you're just frustrated to your wit's end, and you want to just lash out and, you know, but you don't. You're not doing that. And it could be because of this dominant, fiery energy person that's kind of judging everything or like watching everything in some weird way. But anyway, there's this tendency, and that's just underneath the surface. And I think this is not going to remain under the surface for very long. So I think it's really important for you to resolve this conflict, whatever it is, before you do kind of like lose your cool, lose your composure, and say something that you might have preferred to not say, you know. So there's this tendency just beneath the surface there. So we're going to move on to the path of the Serpent now and see what else is going on. I feel like your general outlook, though, is one of love and support and appreciation and affection for people. And so I think maybe you're very good-natured, right? In your heart, you're a very loving and warm person. And so maybe that is kind of where there's a little bit of hesitation in this conflict, this situation on the path of the dove. It might just be difficult for you to really resolve something like this, or to be, to be the bad guy kind of in this conflict and really do what needs to be done. Because I think you have a really good heart. You have a really warm and loving and accepting and compassionate nature. And so to deal with this, if it's business related or if it may be family related, it's just not something that you enjoy doing. It's something that you have a little bit of a reservation toward, because you are by nature just this very loving and supportive and compassionate person. Okay, the Two of Cups here. In your relationships with other people, or maybe with this person, we see the Hermit card. So I wonder if this isn't you avoiding this conflict instead of engaging in it and, getting it resolved. And maybe it would be a little bit more, rocky than you would like, or with a little bit more friction or turmoil, right? A little bit more aggressive or just, excitable than you would like. I think rather than than engaging in something that's going to be upsetting, right? I think maybe you're avoiding the conflict a little bit. Maybe you're trying to avoid your interactions with this person. It could be. But I think whatever the situation is there, whoever these people are, I feel like you're kind of reluctant to engage. You're kind of avoiding it a little bit. Okay. Now, the next card that we see is this World or Universe card, and this I think is perfectly appropriate right here. This is saying that nothing's happening. Things are stalled. Things are being delayed. Things are being drawn out a lot longer than they need to be. And I think this delay, this kind of avoidance or procrastination, is delaying the income, delaying the bestowing of these blessings, of this abundance, of this wealth and prosperity. Because these are coming. Once this is resolved, this is the future. But it's not happening now. It's stalled, it's stuck, it's delayed. And I think it's in part because of your avoidance of it. Because you're delaying the inevitable. You're procrastinating a little bit in taking care of this situation. But you've got to, because this Princess of Discs is waiting to bestow her gifts and her blessings and her abundance on you and your life, you know? So I think that's kind of where we're at now, is this delayed stage. Things are not moving as yet. Maybe they will after this week. The final card on the Path of the Serpent is another court card, and this is the Prince of Cups. Now I wonder if this might be yet another person involved in this situation. And this could be a younger masculine energy. Could be a water sign. It could be someone who is like playing both sides of this conflict or this disagreement or this issue, whatever it is. They could be like a double agent, right? They could be telling you that, they're on your side, they support you. They could be saying the same thing to the other person. So that it seems to me like they're just kind of like being a little bit two-faced or a little bit on the fence or playing both sides, that kind of double agent kind of vibe with them. Okay, so I don't know who this person is. Maybe a water sign, I think younger male. Maybe not a water sign, but definitely somebody who is kind of playing both sides of this situation. Okay, so take a look at them as well and see. Just be aware that this is going on there, okay? Now we're going to look at this confirmation card and see what this might reveal to us. Well, this is all love and harmony and beauty and, fairness and resolution. I think with the Six of Cups here, you're taking this Four of Swords, you're resolving the issue. You're putting an end to the conflict. And that seems like that would be enough, right? You just want to get done. Want to be done with that situation. I think once you do that, you're really going to have this sense of relief and love. And this, if you are this loving, supportive, kind of nurturing, affectionate person in your nature, I think resolving this situation is going to be right in harmony with that vibe of you, with your nature. Because the Six of Cups here is all about beauty. Everybody feels good. Everybody is happy. Everything is just kind of has come together in this beautiful circle, and it's just a loving, happy, fulfilling, affectionate, and just really abundant and really just warm and feeling good kind of vibe. So I think this is the confirmation that says, you know what, if you're avoiding this conflict, you don't want to get, you don't want to get upset, you don't want to upset things, you don't want to do this kind of conflict, you don't want to deal with this issue. I think you should. I think the sooner you do, the sooner you'll get to this abundance, and the prosperity will start coming in even more. And then furthermore, everybody's going to feel a lot better. It's not going to be the chaos or the pain or the struggle that you think it is. I think it's going to work out quite well, and it's going to be a very wonderful, satisfying, beautiful, harmonious situation after this. It's going to resolve. It's going to be the best possible outcome. Okay. Capricorn, thank you so much for letting me read for you today. We're going to look at this a little bit more in the extended. You can become a member by clicking on the link down below. This was your weekly tarot forecast. Thank you.